Imagine this. You walk into a store with zero intention of buying anything. But then you see it, a big red tag that says 50% OFF, today only. And somehow, 30 minutes later, you're walking out with 3 things you didn't even know you needed an hour ago. Sound familiar? Here's the wild part. You probably felt good about it. Smart even, like you just beat the system. But what if the sale wasn't saving you money at all? What if it was actually designed from the very beginning to make you spend more than you ever planned to? Most people think of a sale as a gift, a rare window where the math finally works in your favor. Buy now, save money, win. And that belief makes total sense on the surface. If something costs $50 today and it was $100 yesterday, you saved $50. The math checks out. But here's the question nobody asks. Would you have bought it at all if there was no sale? Because if the answer is no, you didn't save $50. You spent $50 you were never going to spend. The sale didn't protect your wallet. It opened. There's a concept in psychology called anchoring. It's one of the most powerful tricks your brain plays on you, and retailers figured it out a long time ago. Here's how it works. The moment you see a price, your brain locks onto it as a reference point, an anchor. So when a jacket is listed at $200 and then crossed out and relabeled at $80, your brain doesn't think, this costs $80. It thinks, this is worth $200, and I'm getting it for $80. That anchor makes $80 feel like almost nothing. Even if $80 is still a lot of money for a jacket you didn't need. Retailers know this. That's why almost every product in a store has a was price next to the now price. The original price isn't just information. It's a psychological setup. It makes you feel the pain of not buying. And then there's urgency. Today only. Limited stock. Flash sale ends at midnight. These phrases tap into something called loss aversion. The fact that humans feel the pain of losing something roughly twice as much as the pleasure of gaining the same thing. So when a deal is about to disappear, your brain panics. It stops asking, do I need this? And starts asking, what if I miss out? That panic is where the money leaves your account. Here's the deeper truth. Sales don't just change prices. They change your identity in the moment. They temporarily turn you into someone who is being smart with money. And that feeling is addictive. You tell yourself a story. I'm not spending, I'm saving. I'm not being impulsive, I'm being strategic. But wealth isn't built on how much you saved during a sale. It's built on how much of your money you kept, invested, and let grow. Every rupee or dollar that leaves your account, discount or no discount, is a rupee that isn't compounding for you somewhere else. Think about it this way. If you spend $5,000 on things you didn't need but got at half price, you didn't save $5,000. You spent $5,000. And if that $5,000 had been invested at a 10% return, in 20 years it would be worth over $30,000. A discount on something you don't need is not a saving. It's a spending event dressed in a costume. So what do you actually do with this? First, flip the question. Before you buy anything on sale, ask yourself, would I buy this at full price? If the answer is no, the discount isn't saving you money. It's just lowering the barrier to a purchase you never wanted to make. Second, give yourself a 24-hour rule on sale items. Urgency is manufactured. Most limited time offers either repeat or the product is still available tomorrow. Taking one day to think kills the panic that drives impulse spending. And third, track what you actually spend during sale seasons. Black Friday, end of season, online mega sales. Most people spend more during those months, not less. Because the discount mindset doesn't save money. It justifies spending it. The stores don't run sales to help you. They run sales to move you from browsing to buying, from hesitating to deciding. The smartest thing you can do isn't to avoid sales entirely. It's to recognize what's actually happening inside your head when you see one. Because the moment you understand the trick, you stop being the target. And that awareness, more than any discount, is what actually keeps money in your pocket.